Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, today we are making vintage shirts. Yes, for those that don't know, I'm into ready to wear also, and the vintage shirt collection is one of the collections I have in my ready to wear. So this is the best place for you to learn shirt making, be it vintage, whichever one, be it cotton. This is the best place for you to learn it. So guys, if you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe, hit the notification button so that you get notified when we post new videos. Okay, let's go.
So this is the fabric we are making use of. This is the fabric we are making use of. But first of all, I want us to cut on our pattern paper. This is our pattern paper. So I want us to, that we are supposed to, the first thing we are supposed to do is to fold, let me put this aside, is to fold this pattern paper into two. And that is the first thing we are supposed to do. But because of, to have space, I'm not going to fold it. I'm going to use it this way. Now, if you are cutting directly on your fabric, this is what you're supposed to do. Let me show you. If you're cutting directly on your fabric, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fold your fabric into two, like this. When you fold it into two like this, from the open side, you start marking. We are cutting the front part first. You start marking. But because I said we are not cutting directly on the fabric, we are cutting on the pattern paper, I'll just put it won't be on fold. So if you are cutting this thing directly on your fabric, you fold it, you put it on fold. Okay, so let's go. To make use of my pen. Now when I mark, I will shade it so it will be very, very clear for you guys to see. The first thing we are going to do, we are going to draw our starting line. Here will serve as our starting line. As you can see, this line, I did not take it straight. Now, how you will know where you're supposed to stop in your marking is this. When you divide the biggest measurement, we are using chest 44. When you divide it by 4, we have 11. Then we know we are taking 2 inches for um button. That's 11, 12, 13. We're still going to add 2 inches here, 15. So we're talking about 16 inches. So you add like 5 inches, mostly 16 inches. That means you're talking about this place. Okay, so that is it about that. Now the next thing we are going to do is to want to get our full length. Our full length, the length we're working with is 31. So we get 31. I'm adding 1.5 inch for folding. That will give us 32 and a half. Still come here. That's our full length. Let me show you guys so that you can see this is our full length. I'm still going to use my chalk to shade it. This is our full length. So now let's continue our other measurements. Come here. We come to this line, this open place. We're going to mark 2 inches. Now these 2 inches we are marking is our button allowance. 1.5 is for button allowance. 1/2 inch is what the button hole we use and overlap the button side. So we'll mark 2 inches throughout. 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. After marking our 2 inches, we're going to connect the lines this way. Next thing we are going to do now is to get our neckline. Now for our neckline, our neck circumference is 17. So when we divide, first we'll divide 17 by 6. Whatever you get, you minus 0.3. That's for the neck wideness. And mine is 2.5 after minusing and all that. 2.5. I'll mark it. Now look at, I started my 2.5 from here, from this line, not from here. I started from this line. So this is where you place your tape, get your 2.5, then you mark it. So the next thing now, the neck depth. We are making use of 3. When we divide 17 by 6, whatever we have, we minus 0.3. Whatever we have, we add 0.5. That's for the depth. And we have 3. So we're going to mark 3 here. Okay. So after marking that 3, we'll use our curve ruler and connect it. So this is our neck. Now the next thing we are going to do now, this is our neck depth. This 3, we're going to extend it to this side. 3, 3, 3, 3. We're going to extend the line, connect it. This line here will start as our shoulder line. Yes, this line here now, it stands as our shoulder line. This is our shoulder line. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to divide our shoulder by 2. Whatever we have, we put it here plus half an inch. Now our shoulder is 20. When we divide it by 2, it's 10. Okay, plus half an inch, that is 10.5. So we're going to mark our 10.5 here. This is our 10.5. Now from this spot here, we're going to take our armhole line. Now our armhole is 22. That's when we divide it by 2, it's 10. We're not going to mark that 10 here. No. We're going to minus 3 inches. Now the reason why we're minusing these 3 inches is because remember we're going to add the back to it. If we not do that, the armhole will be so open, it will be so wide. So we'll come here, take our armhole. Our armhole is 10. This is 10. But I told you guys we're going to minus 3 inches. So when we take out 3 inches from here, we have 1, 2, we have 7. So we are going to mark 7. We'll root this our 7 down. So let's be sure. Here we used 10.5. Make sure we use the same thing. So we're going to bring down this line. That's what I'm marking here. Some people will be confused. Please don't be. Like I said, all from that place I said is the shoulder line. That's where the shoulder starts from. You get your armhole line, which is your armhole circumference divided by 2 minus 3. That's all. So this is our armhole line. Let me show you. So this is our armhole. Okay, the next thing we are going to do now is to get our chest circumference. And we're going to mark that on our armhole line. Yes, that place you see me touching, in order for us to get our armhole curve. Okay, so that is what we are going to do now. We're going to divide our chest by 4. Whatever we get, we mark it on that armhole line. Now our chest is 44. When we divide it by 2, it's 11. So this is our 11. Yeah. Please remember, we look at where we started our measurement from here. We did not start from here. Okay, our 11 is here. Now I'm going to add 1.5 inch for sewing. So which will give us this place. Okay, now to get our armhole curve, we'll divide whatever we have here on this armhole line into two. We have 7. When we divide it into two, we have this. Okay, so on this spot we come in by 1/2 inch, which is here. Then we connect. So we are going to connect like this. We connect this to this place. You see the way I connected it? They connect this to this line. Okay, so after that, we take our curve ruler and get our armhole curve from this our allowance. So this is what we have. Now the next thing we are going to do. Okay, so this is our full length. Hope you guys can see. This is our full length. This is our armhole is. This is our armhole. This is also our chest line. If you like, you can also, it's not, but for reference purposes, so you guys will understand what we are doing, you can extend this like this. Okay, you can extend this like this, no problem. Now, like I said, this is our armhole. Now, if your client is someone that doesn't have tummy, the tummy is not big, all you have to do is this. When you check what we have here, we have 12.5. That's, you check what you have on this chest line. We have 12.5. Now you come to this somewhere here. Let's just say here is the half length. Somewhere here, this is the full length. Come to somewhere here. Remember we have 12.5 here. You can come here and mark 11.5. Just that means you are minusing 1 inch from the chest area. On the waist area, you put -1 inch, add it, then you come down to this full length, you mark the same 12.5. You mark the same thing. Now let me explain what I just said. I said if your client is someone that doesn't have tummy, the waist is not big, it's almost the same thing, or it's even smaller than the chest line. Just whatever you have here, you come to the waistline here. This is the waistline. You -1 inch, add it. Then you come to this full length area. Whatever you have on the chest line, you add it here. Not what you have on the waistline. What you have on the chest line, you add it here. Now, if your client or your customer is someone that has big belly, the chest, the chest, the tummy, the waist are all the same thing. All you have to do is whatever you have here, you mark it here, mark it here, then you connect. Okay, so now we're going to connect this. We connect from here to here, to this place. This is the neck region. This is the neck region. This is the shoulder region. This is our armhole. This is our waist region, and this is our full length. Here you see. Okay, now let's work on this area, this full length. If you want here to be a little bit curvy, look at what you do. You come and divide whatever you have here. See where I'm starting from this line, not here. Whatever you have here, you divide it into two. You mark. Now on this edge, you go up by 1 inch or 1.5, depending on how curved you want it to be. Then from there, you just slant it like this. So you see what I just did. So this is it. Let me shade it so that you guys can see. This is all we have. Now the next thing we are going to work on is on this shoulder area. Next work now is on this shoulder area. Now you see this shoulder area, this lays as our shoulder stuff. We're going to slant it into our neckline. We'll slant this shoulder into our neckline, just like this. Okay, so you see the way it is? I will slant it. Now this will serve as our shoulder slant. So this is what we have. Now what I'm going to cut, I'm just going to cut this way, like this, like this, like this. Then I'll cut like this. I'm not cutting here. I'm not touching it. So let me cut and show you guys. Now to cut out, you can extend this line this way, so that we can cut out the neckline. So this is what our front pattern looks like. This is what the front pattern of our shirt looks like, as you can see. So this is what the front pattern of our shirt looks like. I'm going to cut the back. I'll place this and cut the back, then let's go.
Okay guys, in case you're cutting directly on your fabric, by now you must have cut the front part. Now for the back, have it in mind that the center back has to be closed on the closed part. You see this lace I'm holding? That is where your center back has to be. That is where your neckline has to be. Okay? I don't know if you understand me. So just like this front part is not, if you are cutting directly on your fabric, you just fold out these 2 inches that we have for zipper and place it this way, just like I place it on your fabric to cut out the back. The center back don't have to be open. That's just what I want you to know. Just like when we are cutting the front, the center front was open because you're having zip. Sorry, because you're having button. Okay? So that is it.
This is our paper that I want to use and cut the back part. Now remember what I told you guys. I said the if you are cutting directly on your fabric, this paper is supposed to be on fold. Once it's unfold like this, when you are cutting your shirt, the back part, the paper is supposed to be unfold. Your neckline is supposed to be on this part that is closed. This is where your neckline is supposed to be. This is where the center of your back. This is where it's supposed to be, not on this open side. Take note, not on this open side. It should be on this side. Don't make that mistake of cutting your neckline on this side. Let it start from here. Okay? So, but because we are cutting on paper first, we are going to leave it open like this. So if you are cutting directly on your fabric, please keep it on fold. Let it be on fold. and you cut this way. Okay, so let's go. So place it like this. This is the front. Sorry, this is the back. Now for the front, we'll get our front. This is our button allowance and our overlapping allowance. Then we are going to fold it. Let's fold it this way. We're going to fold it in. You fold it. You see, this is why I like cutting my vintage, my shirt on paper first, on pattern paper first. It's always very, very easy. Whether that is light or not, you can easily cut. So you see how we have folded it. You see? So what we are going to do now, we place it this way. Okay, I'm going to do this like this. I'll pin the front on the back, like you see that equal here, that equal here. So you see the way I'm going to trim it. I want to get um this shoulder slope we have here. So we'll do it this way. I didn't cut like this, so I went straight to take it out. Okay, so you see what I did. After that, I will take this out. Then I'll take this one out down, making sure I have 4 inches allowance at the top. If it's for kids, you use 3 inches. I'll make sure I have 4 inches. So we'll check. We'll still go down. This is where we have our 4 inches on this side. Then we'll come here also. This is where we have our 4 inches on this side. Now we'll place this, making sure it's on that 4 inches. You see it? This is on the 4 inches. This is on the 4 inches. If you use our tape and check now, the allowance we have here is 4 inches. Then we use our pin. We pin it down. Also pin this down. Now make sure this side that they're equal. Okay, you make sure that equal. Now the next thing we are going to do, we bring this up so that you guys can see. So you see the way it is. We're going to come here, mark half an inch, half an inch. Also come here, mark half an inch. It's on the front pattern we are doing this. Then we're going to take this and fold it, making sure it covers this front part by half an inch, like this. Let me open this up so that we can easily move the paper. Okay, so you see, this is on that half an inch mark we made. Push this up also, making sure it's on that half inch we made. If you're cutting directly on your fabric, please make sure you iron this side. Iron is very important. If you're cutting on your paper like me, you can use your pin to hold it. So this is what we have. So this is what we have after folding it out. Now the next thing we are going to do, we're going to trim out. We want to cut the neckline now. We are not cutting like this. No, we are not cutting like. We will come like this. You see the way here. Here this our neckline started. We come like this. We cut, 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 cut. When we get to somewhere here, we stop. We open it up. You see? We open it up and we continue. We finish up the cutting. So this is our neckline for the back. Now we still cover it again. Remember I told you we are working with neck 17. We are going to check if we are accurate or we are close to being accurate. Okay, what we have here is 8.5. So this we ought to have here is 8.75. That means we're having like 17 1/4, which we are on the right track. So we'll keep this aside. Now we come to the shoulder area. We mark our shoulder. Our shoulder, remember we said 10.5. 10, we added half an inch, which is 10.5. Okay, so we'll come here. We mark the shoulder. Watch what I'm doing. We connect it to this front shoulder. All this is to make sure it's equal. Remember, I didn't do it this way. You see that? So this is it. So this is how to cut the back. The next thing we are going to do now, we're just going to cut the same way the front is. We're just going to cut everything. Let me show you guys. I want to move the paper. So you see, this is the down part. So you see, this is the down part. I didn't add any allowance on the down part. I didn't add any on the side. I didn't add anything on the armhole. I just only worked on the neckline. After the neckline, I made sure the shoulder is equal. Then I'm going to cut. We start from this down part.
Okay, guys, so this is how you cut your front and back when cutting a vintage shirt. This is not just for vintage shirt, this is for all types of shirt. You can even use this method for some senator pattern. Yes, you heard me right, for some senator patterns. So this is how to cut your shirt. So guys, thank you for watching. In the next video I'll be uploading, I will show you guys how you sew it. So all we have to do now is take this to the get our fabric, place this on the fabric, and cut it out on the fabric. Yes, whether you're using vintage fabric or another type of fabric, just place it on it and cut it out. When you are cutting the front, don't forget to bring out this button allowance like I just did. Open it up before you cut on your fabric. So guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.